Hey, hi there. Good evening to each and everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, good evening once again to each and everyone in the room. Irfan this side from Everyday. So we will start the session in few minutes. Let us, few of the participants are still coming in. So let us wait for a few minutes more. Okay. So I request all the participants over here. Please ask your friends and colleagues to join the session at their earliest convenience so that we can start the session on time. So we are crossing 500 and almost we have crossed 450 now. and we are heading to 500. So I again appeal to all the participants. Please ask your colleagues, friends to join the session at the earliest before reaching to the full capacity of the Zoom. But don't worry, we are live on YouTube also. Yeah, congratulations. We crossed 500 capacity. Just ask your friends to join the session at their earliest convenience so that we can start the session. And yeah, so we have Chandana has posted the YouTube link also. If some participants are facing problem to get into the Zoom, they can attend this session on YouTube. We are live on YouTube also. And don't worry about your attendance. We will be sharing your attendance and feedback link on YouTube as well. So just hurry up before we will reach the full capacity of our Zoom. Okay, so we are heading to 600 now. So once we will get 700, we will start the session. Great. We have crossed 600 now. So within 1 or 2 minutes, we will be starting the session. Dear participants, you can also join the session through your LMS dashboard. So from three ways, you can join the session from your LMS dashboard, from Zoom link, and before reaching after reaching the full capacity of Zoom, if somebody is getting the problem to get into the Zoom, they can attend this session live on YouTube. Yeah, so we we are almost reaching to 700 now. So Amar, can we move ahead?
Yeah, sure. We'll start now.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So let's get started. Once again, welcome to each and everyone in this room. Irfan this side from Everyday Learning team, a senior manager of MOU collaboration. I'm very much honored to be speaking to you today about ExcelR. But before going ahead, let me share my screen here. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Yeah, thank you for confirmation. Okay, so yes, I'm very much honored here to talk about ExcelR and introduce the ExcelR, a company that has grown to become a leading giant in the space of training and consulting. Over the period of years, we have helped a lot of students and professionals across the globe by delivering a top-notch, world-class classroom and online training. Our world headquarters are located in Houston, United States of America, but we also have a strong footprint in Malaysia, Middle East, and other parts of the world. And in that, we have very strong footprint in India. Uh, we are operating from 6 locations in India, from Bangalore, which is our head office, then from Hyderabad, from Mumbai, we are operating from 2 locations. From Pune, we are operating from 2 locations. And recently, we are opened in Chennai also. Our team of expert is passionate and dedicated with the wealth of experience in variety of domains, such as data science, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, cloud computing, project management, full stack development, software testing. Plus domains are there, which we are providing under this uh, platform. So we have successfully trained lakhs of students and professionals. Around 350,000 students we trained so far, including students and professionals in these areas, empowering them to achieve their goals and reach their full potential. At ExcelR, we are committed to excellence. That is what our tagline says: raising excellence. So we are very committed to excellence in everything what we do. So from the quality of our training programs to the support we provide to our students and professionals, we strive to provide the best possible experience for all of our students and professionals, working professions, we can say. So whether you are a student looking to enhance your skill and knowledge, or a professional seeking to enhance or advance your career, we have a training programs that is right for you. I encourage you to learn more about ExcelR and discover all that we have to offer. You can visit our website www.excelr.com. We are also available on all social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube. I would like to request Amar to please post our website link in the chat box along with all the social media platform links so that our participants can follow us on the same.
Yeah, sure. I'm pasting the social media platform links or the Zoom and as well.
Thank you. Coming to the industry partners. So on the screen, you can see few of our industry partners. Here, guys, let me tell you the importance of industry partnerships in the world of business. At ExcelR, we are very fortunate to have a strong partnership with the industry leaders such as IBM, Infosys, and Deloitte. Basically, we have been collaborated with the 400 plus corporate industries, IT industries, we can say. And We are very proud to share with you that we have consistently got awards, fastest 50 award from the Deloitte. So these partnerships allows us to stay at the forefront of technological developments and trends, and to offer our students and working professionals the most innovative and effective solutions possible. These partnerships also provide us with the valuable insights and perspectives from different sectors and industries, which helping us to stay agile and adapt to changing needs of the market. But the benefit of the industry partnership go beyond just access to the resources and knowledge. These partnerships allows us to provide opportunities for collaboration, which enabling us to work with the like-minded organizations and individuals to strive progress and make a positive impact. In short, our industry partnerships are crucial to our success and also to our growth as a company. These partnerships allows us to stay connected, informed, and relevant in the rapidly evolving world. Moving further, let me talk about our industry partners. While talking about our academic partners, the importance of academic partnership in the world of education and research, at ExcelR, we are proud to have a strong partnership with the esteemed academic institutions such as IIT Madras, IIM Ranchi, Stenbys University, a lot of universities across pan-India we are associated with, and it is still counting. Here I purposely mention that we have been collaborated with 1,000 plus higher institutions so far, and it is still counting. So these partnerships allows us to stay at the forefront of the innovation and discovery, and to offer our students and faculties access to some of the minds and resources in their field. So they also provide opportunities for collaboration and co-creation, which will enabling us to work with the leading researchers and educators to advance knowledge and solve some of the world's most promising and pressing challenges. But the benefit of these academic partnerships go beyond just access to the resources and expertise. These academic partnerships also foster a sense of community and collaboration among the students and faculties, fostering an environment of the learning and growth that is truly unique. In short, academic partnerships are crucial to our mission as an organization or as a company. These partnerships allows us to stay connected, informed, and engaged in the world of academia and research. Moving further, let us talk about everyday learning, that is EDL. Rather, I'm very much delighted to speak to you about this everyday learning programs, which are very near and dear to your hearts. Yes, our free application oriented learning sessions on the trending technologies. These sessions are led by industry experts with in-depth knowledge on the subjects, and provide students and faculties with the chance to learn about real-world solutions and gain some hands-on experience in some of the most in-demand technologies, as I mentioned before. Our objective with these sessions is threefold. First, we want to provide application oriented training that is relevant and useful to the students and faculties as well. Second objective is we want to give students the opportunity to get hands-on experience with the technologies that are driving innovation and growth in IT industry. And the third objective is we want to help the colleges to fulfill some of their requirements set forth by accreditation bodies such as NAC and NBA. By offering these sessions for free, yes, for free, we are able to make valuable industry insights and practical skills accessible to wide range of learners like you. We believe that this type of learning is critical for preparing students for the success in their careers. And we are committed to making it a key part of our educational offerings. Here you can see on your screen the EDL offerings, that is everyday learning offerings. So here, I would like to request all the participants who are in the room, who are attending our sessions in the Zoom or on YouTube also. So I appeal and I request to all the participants to avail these free platform and free MOU collaboration. We can say it as a non-commercial MOU collaboration. Please reach out to ExcelR at edl@excelr.com. So I would like to request Amar, please post our EDL email ID, the contact details, so that our participants can reach out to ExcelR for this non-commercial association.
Oh, yes, I posted the email ID and contact number in the chat box.
Thank you, Amar. So here on your screen, you can see the bundle which we are offering under this MOU, free MOU collaboration. You can see industry MOU. So by signing this MOU, your college or higher education can fill the gap between the industry campus and college campus. So we are helping you by signing this MOU to fill the gap between industry campus and college campus. Here we are offering industry webinars in the form of student development program. We are also helping the faculties of the colleges to upskill their knowledge by providing the faculty development programs. And here, the catch is we are offering all of you the LMS access, which will be lifetime free. Yes, which will be lifetime free, so that you can avail the recordings of the training sessions anytime and forever. And here, professional trainings. So you know, and you have experience, a lot of faculties and students are experience our professional training programs. Our trainers are industry experts having a 5+, 10+ of industry working professionals. They are, let's say, they are data scientists, they are data analysts, web developers, software engineers, software testers. So these fellows are your trainers. And also here assignments and assessments. So we are providing the assignments, the e-resources, e-material of that particular training program on your LMS dashboard for free. And also about the projects and internship. So once your college or higher education will get in to this MOU association, then we will explore more benefits under this MOU collaborations. Moving further, Let us talk about training for students and faculties. Some of you are already experiencing our training programs. So these sessions or these training programs, as I said, led by the industry experts who are knowledgeable and experienced in their fields or domains, and are designed to provide valuable insights and practical skills that can be applied in the real world. During these sessions, we will be sharing the assignments and learning materials to help the students to consolidate their knowledge and practice. We will also collect session-wise feedback. So at 8:30, from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we will be sharing the attendance and feedback link. So this link will assure uh, the engagement actually. So we will collect this attendance and feedback to ensure that the training is effective and engaging. So for say, and also I was talking about the assessment. So yes, for selected courses, we will also conduct assessment through our learning management system, that is LMS. This will allow us to track student progress and provide targeted support to ensure that everyone is able to meet their learning goals. So shortly, Amar will explain you how to use this LMS, how to avail this LMS services for free. So he will guide you through the LMS, how to use the LMS, how to attend the live session, how to watch the recording, how to mark your attendance, how to give the feedback. Everything will be explained by Amar shortly. So overall, our goal is to provide high quality, industry relevant training that helps students and faculty to succeed in their careers. And we believe that this type of learning is very critical for driving innovation and growth in the industry. And yes, we are committed to making it a key part of our educational offerings. So moving further, this is the learning management system. So as I said, that Amar will walk you through the entire process, how to use this beautiful LMS. So without wasting too much time in explaining this learning management system, let me talk about this projects, internship, and placement preparations. So while talking about this project, internship, and placement, time to give students the skills and knowledge they need to succeed in their competitive job market, which will help the student to build a strong resume, uh, how to make a profile on LinkedIn, how to use GitHub. You know that in technical, when you use the programmings, and then GitHub is very necessary skill. So we offer sessions on resume building also. We also provide sessions on building LinkedIn profiles and GitHub accounts, which are important tools for networking and showcasing skills and achievements. In addition to these sessions, we also offer mock interview sessions and counseling by industry experts. These sessions provide valuable insights and tips on how to succeed in your job interviews and make a positive impression on potential employers. To further support student preparation, we also provide access to the interview questions, mock exams on our learning management system. These allows us to allow students to practice and review their skills in a simulated interview settings. So finally, we offer internship certificates from ExcelR to recognize and validate the skills and experience that students gain through these internships. So once your college or institution will get connected with ExcelR under this MOU collaboration, then we will explore more in detail regarding this project internship and this placement trainings. We believe that this programs provide a comprehensive and effective approach to helping students to succeed in their careers or in their education or in their domains, and we are committed to uh, uh, making it making it happen actually. Moving further, let us talk about our seminars and webinars. So over the last 1.5 years, we have conducted over 100 plus webinars across the country on different technologies, and have had the pleasure of engaging with approximately 1 lakh plus participants in this 1.5 year. So our webinars are designed to provide students, professionals, and educators with the opportunity to learn about the latest developments and trends in their field directly from the industry expert and thought leaders. We believe that this type of learning is very important for staying current and competitive in today's rapidly uh, um, rapidly changing technologies. Our webinars have been made with great enthusiasm and have consistently and constantly received a positive feedback from our dear participants. And we are very proud to have played a very important role in helping so many participants or students uh, to stay them informed and engaged in their field. And we look forward to continuing to offer valuable learning opportunities in the future as well. While concluding my presentation, let me highlight some of the mapping on NAC and NBA. So yes, as I said, that once your college or institution get connected with ExcelR under this non-commercial MOU collaboration, why I'm pressing this non-commercial or free words, because yes, we have been collaborated with 1,000 plus higher educations across India on non-commercial basis. There is no financial transaction at all in this collaboration. So once your college or institution get connected with the ExcelR under this MOU collaboration, then in that we are very much open to provide them any document which will be helpful or which will required to fulfilling the NAC and NBA criterias. So ExcelR is very much open to provide any kind of document under this non-commercial MOU collaboration. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you. Over to you, Amar.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for introduction. Okay, so dear participant, myself Amar, I am here to give a LMS walkthrough. Okay, so let me confirm my voice is loud and clear. All of dear participant, I want quick response, Zoom and YouTube as well. Quick yes or no. I'm loud and clear. Hey, be interactive, okay? Yes, good. Let me check over the YouTube as well. Okay, so Irfan sir, can you please stop screen sharing? I will share the screen. Okay, guys, confirm. Thank you. Please stop posting message. Then we start with the KT. Okay. And I hope my screen is also visible to you. I am on LMS dashboard page. So, guys, before starting with the KT, you have to know that what is LMS. LMS is nothing but learning management system. It's ExcelR online e-learning portal. Okay. And what is the use of the LMS? To get the recorded sessions for lifetime, to access the material and assignment, and to give the attendance as well. Okay. But most important thing is to get the LMS access, you have to do a registration first. I know that most of you are done with your registration, but few of my dear participants not registered till now. So I'm requesting Chandana, please post the registration link in Zoom and YouTube as well. Then students will get the LMS access. Okay.
Yes, Amar, sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So 1 minute. So guys, after registration, you receive two email from ExcelR Solutions. Okay. If you are a first time user, you receive two email. One is a verification email and another one is a course invitation email. But if you're second time user of the ExcelR Solutions and you are attending second time any program from the ExcelR, you received only one email and it's course invitation email. Okay. So first email is welcome to ExcelR and verify your account. In that, you have to set your password. We clearly mentioned the verification link. Simply, you have to click on this link. It will revert to the next page. You have to set your password. Whatever password you want, you can set here. Type it your password here, confirm that password and set my password. Okay. So after the setting password, you have to open the second email. And the second email is that welcome to the mobile app development with Flutter for Android and iOS. So you're going to get the particular information of this classroom. Okay. So see, step one. Here we mentioned that click on the following link to sign into the LMS. So you have to click on this link, then it will take you through the sign in page. Here, you are able to see the page like this. So there are 3-4 options: sign in, store, and register. Okay. So you already done with the registration, so not required to do a registration again. Simply you have to click on sign in. After clicking on sign in, it will take you to the login page. Login to ExcelR. You have to provide your credentials. Coming to the credentials, you have to use your registered email ID. Okay. And password, which you set in the first email. Okay. And you need to click on login. Then after clicking on the login, it will take you to the home page. Let me reshare my screen. I will show you how it's work live to the through the LMS. Okay. Give me 1 minute. And I just need a confirmation once my LMS is visible. Okay. Guys, you are able to see my home screen? No. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you so much for response. So after submitting your credentials and be like clicking on the login option, you are able to get this dashboard and make sure that you are in the home tab. Now I will explain you the ways to join the session. So first way is that to join the Zoom, and second way to join through the YouTube. So you can see my screen. There are lots of classes, different. Like, don't worry about that. Just focus on whatever I'm showing to you. Okay. So at the right hand side, you are able to see that today's session tab. Okay. So in today's session tab, mobile app development with Flutter for Android and iOS day one. So every day, our session is like Monday to Friday, 7 to 9. So at 6:50, we have to start the sessions. So if you come here and if you see that at 6:50, definitely you are able to see the join button. Okay. So if you click on the join button, it will take you through the Zoom. That's the simplest way to join via Zoom. If Zoom capacity is over, now 1000 is there, you are not able to join via Zoom, you have to join via YouTube. So in such situation, just at upper side of today's session tab, you are able to see one banner, join 30 hours free live virtual training program. If you click on that banner, you are able to see it's taking you through the YouTube live. Okay. So in the YouTube live, now you are be like, I'm not able to ask the question, I'm not able to get the link. So no need to worry. Whatever the information we are going to share in the Zoom, all the information will be shared over here on YouTube as well. So no need to worry. Our team will be there. Okay. Next thing, how to reveal or avail the recordings of this particular program or particular classroom. So at my right hand side, see here, continue learning. We are able to see the classroom. There are lots of classroom, but we have to search for a mobile app development. So we search mobile app development and I will show you where to access the recordings. See, mobile app development with Flutter for Android and iOS, right? You are able to see that. Now, to access the recordings, here you are able to see the blue arrow, or else you can click anywhere on this classroom. Okay, so if I click here, I'm able to see this kind of the dashboard. Here, resume learning, and there are two more tabs. One is curriculum and one is meet. So all of the recorded sessions, material, and feedback you are able to get in the curriculum. Okay, so first thing I will explain about the feedback response. Okay, so you have to click here. After that, submit your attendance/feedback response here. So I will click there. Now you are able to see one form, like it's Google form. Day 1 attendance feedback form, mobile app development with Flutter for Android and iOS training program, 25th October 2023. But we clearly mentioned, guys, the attendance link will only open between 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. If you came back at 8:30, then definitely you are able to see one Google form. You have to fill the details and you have to share your valuable feedback regarding to the session to us. Okay, so why feedback is important? It's be like it's your daily attendance. And to get the certificate of participation, 60% attendance is mandatory. So make sure that you are coming on LMS on a daily basis and you are giving your attendance or you're marking your attendance. Okay. Yes. So now few of my participants will ask one question to me. I don't have LMS access. How I will give a attendance today? So no need to worry about that. Today we share the attendance link over Zoom and YouTube as well. 8:30 till now, no need to ask where is the attendance link. Okay. But those who don't have LMS access, make sure that you are going to do a registration by today only. Then tomorrow you will get the access. The second thing is that to get the recorded sessions. So below the feedback response option, we have session recordings. So today, as we are starting with the day 1, so you will get the day 1 recording. Whatever the live session is going on, access, make sure that you are going to, okay. So after the session at 9:30, if you come back here, then definitely the record session will be there. And the most important thing, the recorded session will be with you for lifetime. You can access that anytime. Now here, day 1, you are able to see. Below that, day 2, day 3, up to day 15, all the recorded sessions will be there. Okay. And last thing is that training material. So whatever the material going to use by trainer, will upload all the materials here only. Okay. That's the way to give confidence to do a login, to join the session, recordings and material. Now, I have one more clarification. Those who are second time user of the ExcelR solutions, few participants have this LMS access, but they don't have this class on their dashboard or their home. So simplest way, go in the store, and after going in the store, we have to search for that particular classroom, mobile app development. Okay, I'm searching for the same. Where is that? See, mobile app development with Flutter for Android. So click on that. Let's give a moment. It's taking a time to load. Okay, so now here you have to click on enroll now. After clicking enroll now, you have to click on proceed. And after processing, it will give a notification. Congrats, your order has been successfully placed. If you came back on the home tab, definitely all these things, today's session tab and the classroom also with you. Okay. So that's all from my side. If you have any query or question, just drop in the chat box. I will take it up for 2 more minutes and then we'll start with the session. Okay. So those who didn't receive the LMS email, definitely you can do a registration. You will receive that. And those who are registered till today's afternoon, by tomorrow morning, you will get the access. Okay. Let me check the YouTube participant comments. Guys, if it's clear, let me confirm that it's clear. At least put the message, okay? Okay, great. YouTube participant are clear. Zoom participant, any response? Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Irfan sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Amar. That was a beautiful explanation and walkthrough of our LMS.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let me introduce our trainer, Mr. Kaleem Ansari, the subject matter expert. for this entire program. Mr. Kaleem Ansari is a Android app developer who is expert with 16 plus years of experience in this Android app and iOS app development. Mr. Kaleem Ansari has trained over 1,000 plus candidates globally on various app development projects. He is a Flutter certified application developer, and he has provided training for more than 50 multinational companies. And uh, he is currently a senior manager and corporate trainer at well-known MNC. So, Mr. Kaleem Ansari, welcome to you on the board.
Okay, thank you, Irfan.
Yeah,
for the introduction.
Thank you for having us today. So, yes, so that was all about Mr. Kaleem Ansari, and Mr. Kaleem Ansari will also share his experiences in their technical domain. So, yes, so welcome again, Mr. Kaleem Ansari. Yeah, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Guys, I want you to lower your hands. There are a few people who have raised your hands. Can you please lower your hand? Okay. Okay, guys. I know there are a lot of participants. I want you to. No, I don't want to raise your hands. I want to lower your hands, not raise your hands. There are a few people who have raised your hands. I want them to lower their hands. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me start. Okay, and you guys got my introduction. You guys can call me Ansari. Okay. Yeah, I have almost like more than 20 years. I have been working in this industry with various projects and various domains and various companies with various roles. Okay, recently I've been from past 12 years. I've been working as a trainer. Okay, yeah, I have trained more. I have trained a lot of students in India. A lot of places I have been to India, and also have been abroad. And I also have trained students from different countries. This is about my experience. So we'll start, okay, without more introduction, we'll start with the subject. So, okay, I'm not going to set any ground rules right now. So you guys don't have an option to speak. You guys can't ask questions here, but I'll give you time after half an hour session or 1 hour session. We'll have a question ask sessions where you guys can type it. Okay. And I'm going to answer it. Not all the questions. I may not be able to answer all the questions, but I'll try to answer as many as possible. So this is about this thing. So let us start. So we are going to learn something about Flutter. Okay. Before we learn anything, this is my experience, guys. This is my experience. I have trained professionals. I have trained students. I have trained different people, faculties. All those things I have done. So okay. So basically, when you learn something, this is what I suggest my students. This is what I'll give you guys. See, learning this subject, you can learn this subject from YouTube. You can learn this subject from any place. Okay, there are n number of tutorials. There are n number of things. You have Udemy. You have okay, you have Udacity, Simply Learn. You have so many places to learn. But what is that I am going to add? Okay, I am going to help you learn the things. Okay, how I'll just try to give you the pattern, the knack to learn things, not the subject, guys. Subject, yes, subject will be going along, no problem with the subject. But how do you learn? How do you get into the industry? What is the requirement in the industry? What do you need in the industry? How do you survive in the industry? Okay, so basically this is what is required. So I am going to give you that there is a gap between the academics and the gap between the industry. I'll just try to fill that gap, guys. That is what I'm going to just try to do that. So let us start with Flutter. So before you start learning anything, you should ask yourself, what is this? Why should I learn this? Where should I do it? Where can I implement this? How can I implement this? If you can answer this 3WH question, okay, trust me, you guys are on the right path of learning. You have to answer yourself. You don't answer me. Okay, you should be able to answer it. Sometimes you may not get 1 or 2 questions. You may not be able to answer one W or 2 Ws. You have to do your homework. You have to do your research. You have to come up with that. So this is what is the pattern, what I suggest. Okay, today it will be mostly, it will be a theory, okay, theory class. I'll start with some practicals also at the same time. So here, very important thing is, whenever you learn something, you need to ask yourself, why should I learn this? What is this? Why should I learn this? Where can I implement this? How can I implement this? What else we have with this? All these things you guys need to answer. So let us start with Flutter. So basically 90% of my sessions will be interactive sessions. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions, you guys have to answer it, but here it's a bit difficult. It's really okay, it will be a really a challenge for me to ask questions and get the answers from you. So I now this will be a new experience for me. I have done okay, 1 or 2 trainings like this, but this is a new experience for me. Okay, training the participants, mute participants. Anyways, guys, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let us start with Flutter. What is Flutter? So Flutter is a mobile app development, a technology for mobile app development. Now let me share my screen, guys. So here I'm not going to give you any notes. I'll give you only references. Okay, Ansari, why? Okay, what about the material? Yes, I'll give you PDFs. I can give you n number of materials, guys. N number of very standard materials from standard companies of from the Android ATC. There is something called Android Technical Consultant ATC. Okay, from there also you guys have a lot of notes. I can share that notes with you, but I don't like to do it. Why? You should ask me. Okay, okay. Normally, why? Okay, why are you not going to share the notes? The first thing is I want you to start learning the pattern. How do we do it in the industry? Okay, because what happens? Yes, do you need notes? Yes, you need notes. For what? Just for reference. Okay, and you okay, first thing is you are not dependent on the notes. So that is first thing you have to get out of that groove, where which okay, I'll say I'm going to use this word, college groove. So you have to get out of that, get out of that college mode, get out of the college groove. Okay, now you are going to enter the industry. And how do we work with the professionals? It is quite different. So that is what I have been training a lot of freshers, guys. I have been training a lot of freshers. I have trained to many MSc companies for freshers, and I see the problem. I have been working with L&T for almost like 2 years. There we used to hire freshers, yeah, okay, like 700, 600, 700 through Pan India, Tier 1 and Tier 2 colleges. Okay, we used to hire so many people, and I used to train them. We have 3 months of training, intensive training there. We used to train, and how okay, what is the problem, what is the issues they have, okay, what is the what this thing. So first thing is I want you to learn how to learn. That is very important for me. Okay, you can learn Flutter, Android, iOS, React Native, anything you guys can learn. There is no big deal at all. The only the deal here is, how do you learn to learn? That is what I suggest my students. How do you learn things? How do you come up with things? How do you go with that? You have YouTube. So what is the problem? I can go through YouTube. What is the big deal? Okay, what is the issues? Okay, so here what happens is YouTube, they have been dedicated to give the lecture and finish it up. Okay, they don't give you any advices, they don't give you any suggestions, though they don't try to bridge the gap what you have between academics and this thing, because they are targeting larger audience. So they have their different mindset and different this thing. Because of that, we don't follow YouTube. Yes, okay, even now I go through a lot of YouTube tutorials only. Okay, I go through Simply Learn, I go through, there are n number of this thing, I'll go through that. I'm not able to recall the names, guys. I have a bad memory. Anyways, so what is Flutter? So let me share my screen here. Okay, what is Flutter? Okay, I can't ask you the questions here. So what is Flutter?
Answer, actually, your voice is low.
Okay, give me a minute, guys. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. So, what is Flutter? Why are we going to learn Flutter? Why not other technologies? Why did you select Flutter? Okay, So basically, I'm not going to give you any definitions, guys. Again, I'm going to repeat. I'm not going to give you any definitions from the book, from this thing. I'm going to give you the live. Okay, why should you learn Flutter, guys, when there are so many things? What are the other technologies? Flutter is for mobile app development. This is what you guys have seen in your this thing, what you say, registration, all those things. Mobile app development. Now I'll start from here itself. So normally what I do is, I'm not going to give you any explanation. I'll try to ask my participants. They'll answer it to me. I'm just going to correct those answers. I'll add something more to that answer. But right now I don't have that this thing. So I'll say mobile app development. Now the question is why? Why should I use Flutter? Why should I select Flutter for mobile app development when there is Android, when there is iOS, also there is React Native. There are many okay, there are many things here. Why should I use Flutter? So Flutter is for mobile app development. So why should I go for mobile app development? This is how you need to think. This is what I want you to learn. Okay, what is Flutter? You go and put it in Google, you get the answer. There is no big deal. But okay, why Flutter? You get a lot of advantages of Flutter. But still, you didn't answer my question. Okay, my question is not answered. Okay, why Flutter? When you have Android, you have iOS, you have React Native, there is you have Xamarin. Okay. Okay, what else we have? We have so many things, guys. We have so many things. We have so many technologies in the market. Why so special about Flutter? What's so special about Flutter? So, okay, uh, is there any scope? Is there any advantages? Is there any future? How is it going to work for me? What is it going to help me for? I mean, how can I build my career in this? Is this the right choice what I have made? Is this the right thing what I'm doing? Okay, am I wasting my time here? Guys, anyone who is not interested, okay, don't join. I'm telling you now itself. Okay, I want the people with a lot of passion. So when you get into Flutter, trust me, it is one of the hottest technologies in the market with respect to the mobile app development. Okay, so is it only for mobile app development? No, answer is no. Okay, it is only for mobile app development. No, answer is no. So now let us see one by one advantages, and okay, it should make sense. You guys are spending 2 hours. Okay, you're spending 2.5 hours. It should be worth. It should be fruitful. So let us try to go one by one. Why we need Flutter, guys? So first thing is, without Flutter, can I do the job? Yes, you can do the job. So if I want to build a mobile application, what I have to do is, if for Android, I have to build application on Android. So here I have to use the technology like Kotlin or Java, okay, with Android, SDK, Android. Okay, to build Android applications, I need to learn Kotlin or Java, and I have to build Android applications. Okay, next thing with iOS, guys, give me 1 second. I don't know. Sorry, guys, I think sure. Okay. So now, so when you want to develop an application for Android platform, you have to learn Kotlin or Java. Java has been, now they don't use Java, we use Kotlin only. And then even then also you have to learn some Android APIs, some Android okay, yeah, this libraries you need to use it. So you should know about, you should be aware of that. That is first problem. Second, if you want to build an iOS application, again you guys have to build with what is that? You have to build with Swift, or old one we use Objective-C. Objective-C and iOS. You have to learn iOS libraries also, and you have to do this. So whether you want to develop an Android applications, you have to do it separate, or do here also you have to learn separate technology. The next problem is, what is the next problem here is, the next problem with this is, okay, here when you work with this, when you want to build an application, you have to create two code bases. One is for Android code base, okay, and one is for iOS code base. So what is the problem if I build two code bases? The problem here is, the problem will be, it is a problem with your time. Okay, time. Okay, to build two code bases, you need to, like for example, one application is taking 100 hours. To build two application, it takes 200 hours. So time is the most important factor. When you talk about the time indirectly refers to money, or I'll say resources. So basically, you guys have to spend a lot of money, a lot of resources. Each resource will cost you something, and each resources is nothing but you can value each resources with respect to money. And with these resources, your application development also will be slower. App development also will be slower. Okay, why slower? You have to build two cases, and with this management, MGMT management of your application will be slower. Okay, if there is a bug in Android, you have to go and solve the bug in Android. Again, you have to check the same bug in iOS. Again, you have to solve the same bug in iOS. Two places you guys have to do it because you guys have two code bases. That is the problem. So there's a problem with the time. Time is nothing but the money. Resources, your resources like your managers or your developers, your testers, everyone has to get allocated to these two projects. Actually, the client is one, project is one, but you have to do it for both for Android and iOS. Even if it is for Windows also, you guys have to do it for Windows also. Then app development, developing the app will take time. Okay, managing the app, changing the bug fixing, debugging, adding, making changes. Again, you have to do it to this thing. Again, it will take time. So this is one of the biggest factors why we have moved from this Android and iOS. We have moved to Flutter. This is one of the biggest reason why. Why did we move to Flutter? This is first reason. Second thing, why do you guys want to go for Flutter? Second point is, okay, this is the first point. First point is, okay, your time taken for developing your application, the resource utilized, and the headaches, the problems, the challenges will be more with respect to two code bases. All those things will have the problem. Second thing is, why did you select Flutter? Okay, all these issues we are going to overcome with Flutter. That is the reason why we go with Flutter. Second, this Flutter is developed by Google, and I don't need to explain anything about Google. You guys are very much aware what is the capacity, what is the potential, what is Google, how does it back up all those things. Okay, it gives. I don't need to explain you anything about Google, guys. You guys know better than me with Google. What is Google company? Third thing, why we should go with Flutter. Now, is this the Flutter only option for this to solve the problem? No, we do have React Native, okay, which works with JavaScript, okay, which is also very famous, very hot in the market. Then why Flutter? Then Xamarin. Again, this also works with Microsoft technology, C#, okay, to developer. Okay, this hybrid application mobile, I can say this. Okay, I can say this as hybrid or cross-platform. So what is hybrid application? Hybrid is nothing but it's a mixture of two things. You build an application which can run both on, okay, iOS as well as Android. So the problem is you build only one code base and you can deploy this application on two different platforms. That is the reason why it is called as a cross-platform. You build an application on one platform and you can deploy it on iOS also. So this is the biggest advantage what we have with this cross-platform. So what is Flutter? Flutter is nothing but a mobile app development which is going to help you with cross-platform, or it is also called as a hybrid app development. So whatever you guys want to call, you guys call it. Third thing is, this Flutter is only associated for mobile app development. No, guys. Flutter is now you guys can use with your web application, web apps. Already they have started. Okay, then you guys have desktop apps. Okay, you guys can build IoT apps with this Flutter. There are so many for the front end design. I have seen this front end with Flutter. I have used Python as a backend. I have used Flex, which is part of the Flutter as a front end. So this Flutter is not only for the mobile app development. You can develop your web app, desktop apps, IoT apps, all those things on this Flutter. This is also a very big advantage with this Flutter. Okay, are there this only this much advantages? Okay, is there any other advantages with Flutter? Okay, so what Flutter do is, okay, now I'll do a very simple comparison with React Native. So my question is, when we are working with React Native, which is also very hot in the market, which is the big competitor to the Flutter, which was released before Flutter. This was released, React Native was released in 2016, 17. This was released in 1819, Flutter. Okay, so this React Native is much older than Flutter. So why not React Native, guys? Why do you guys want to go with Flutter? Okay, there you have one advantage with something called performance. Because we use React Native even for the hybrid cross-platform development, we use React Native. So why did you guys use Flutter? Okay, what is the advantage? Yes, there are some advantages of React Native over Flutter also. Okay, and also there are few more advantages of Flutter over React Native. So let us see what are the advantages of Flutter one by one. So Flutter, the big this thing is big advantage with Flutter is we have something called widgets. Okay, so here Flutter gives you very beautiful and customizable widgets, ready-made widgets. Okay, a lot of widgets this guy Flutter will give you. React Native doesn't give you that much of widgets. That much of widgets are not present with React Native compared to your Flutter. So when you want to design anything like that, there are a lot of widgets with Flutter. You can use that widgets and do it. But for React Native, you guys have to develop from the scratch, and it is difficult. It is not easy. This is one beautiful advantage with this. Second advantage of Flutter over React Native is performance. Performance. Okay, how is it possible? Flutter is much better performed with JavaScript, this React Native. So what happens is this React Native is first converted. Okay, basically you write the JavaScript. Okay, React Native, you write the code in JavaScript. For Flutter, you guys write the code. Okay, let me write it here. For Flutter, you guys write the code in Dart. You have to learn the Dart language. Okay, here you have to learn the JavaScript language. So how is the performance is better? Here, React Native code, JavaScript code is converted to it uses something called engine, JavaScript engine to get the code converted. Then that code will be converted to the machine code. Okay, so it has to go through 3 processes or 4 processes. But here, your code directly gets converted to the machine code. In Flutter, your code will directly get converted to the machine code. Because of that, your performance is much better, much faster compared to this thing. Okay, that is one more big advantage what we have with Flutter over React Native. So I want you. Okay, this is no. I'm not going to explain you anything from theory, guys. You guys can go and check everything online. But just I want to make you understand what is the importance. Why did you select this Flutter? Is there any benefit for this? So next thing is with respect to the performance, with respect to the widgets, all those things you guys have it. Okay, with this is I'm just doing the comparison with React Native. These are the advantages what we have. Okay, and also now we have something called hot reload. This is also a very new feature, hot reload. Not new feature, it's there from there almost like 6-7 years. But this feature has been implemented with various languages now, with various technologies now. It's not confined to React Native. Yes, hot reload is present in React Native as well as it is present in your Flutter. What exactly it is hot reload? I'm going to explain you a bit detail later on, but just I'll give you a glimpse, a small idea about it. So hot reload is nothing but so you develop all this. For example, this is a web page. You develop all the web page and you load the entire page get loaded. But okay, again you make a small change. Okay, you remove this or add something new. Again, the entire page will get loaded. But the advantage with hot reload is only the part which you have made the change will get loaded, so that it will be in seconds. Your application will run. If not, I have worked with Kotlin Android before. I've been working with from 2011. I've been working with Android, so I know what is the problem. When I run the application, even my system is good, it will take around 15 seconds. It will take approximately 15 seconds to build my code. So that was the problem. But here it will take 2-3 seconds to build your code. First time it takes a long time. Okay, but once the code is built, then it will take very short time. This is the big advantage with what we have with hot reload, and this was started with your Flutter and React Native, but now it is implemented to Android, iOS, and other technologies also. All the other new technologies they work with hot reload. So this is they have copied from Flutter. So this is one of the big advantages what we have with this thing. Yeah, what is the advantage with React Native is for React Native you have a good community support here also. Yeah, we have something called community support. What do you want community support? Community support is nothing but now what happens is there are a lot of people who are contributing for the development of the Firebase. Okay, if you have any sorry Flutter, if you have any problems, any issues, you guys can okay put your queries, they'll answer it. Okay, that is what is community support. There is a huge support now. Yeah, I mean not compared to React, it is lesser, but okay, but it is growing. So I can say community support is growing. When I do the comparison with Flutter, it is still not up to that Flutter, but it is growing, a very fast growing market with respect to support. And also using Flutter, you can access the native features, like you want to access GPS, okay, or you want to access some accelerometer, or you want to access some hardware of your phone. It is good. It gives you a very good support compared to React Native. Good native support. I'll say, can I put it like this? Good access to native. What do you mean by native? Native means, okay, what do you mean by native? Native means which belongs to that environment. For example, for Android, Android will have its own native system, native devices. Okay, iOS will have its own native okay, system devices. Okay, like you have a printer, a camera, or accelerometer, or magnetometer, or GPS. All these are the native uh, native features of that thing. So you guys can access those features of that mobile. If it is an Android phone, you can access those Android features. Yeah, all those components. If it is iOS, you can access those components. That is what it gives you a very good feature compared to your React Native. That is a few advantages of using what is that Flutter over your React Native. Okay. Also, guys, I think this should be enough. There are a few more advantages, like I already have mentioned, cost efficiency, resources management, time. All those things are advantages with your Flutter. Okay, so this is about your Flutter. So what I'll do is, so to develop Flutter, we are going to use something called Dart language. So let us, okay, here we are going to use something called Dart. Let me minimize this now. Okay, so that so you guys have already seen here. For Android, I need to learn Kotlin. For iOS, I need to learn Swift. For React Native, I want to learn JavaScript. For Xamarin, I need to learn C Sharp. This is how I mean there is a dependency, guys. Okay, so what happened was Google has introduced a language called Dart. Dart language, which is okay through which we are going to develop the application. Okay, which application? Flutter application. So that you guys have to start with that, guys. There is no other option. You have to learn that. Okay, I'll tell you the reasons, what is the importance. I'm not going to go through this. If you guys have any programming knowledge, okay, what I'll do is I'll just try to give you a brief idea about that. Okay, what is the importance of that here? So that I'll tell you, this is not you. Okay, this is not from any notes here, any websites or any notes or any tutorial here. what I feel is, with my experience, I have been working, I didn't tell you about my experience. I've been working on different language, different technologies, and different platforms. Like I have been working on Android, I have been working on React Native, I have been working on Angular, I have been working on Flutter, uh, Kotlin, Java, Swift. What else, guys? I have Python, AIML, okay, and also some testing tools, Robo Framework, okay, API testing, fast APIs, all those things, APIs, then a little bit of PySpark, then AIML, okay, all these technologies have been working. I'm there, I'm almost like 20 years I've been into this industry now. So what I feel is, this dart is again from Google, and I feel they have copied this. 70% is Java, and 30%, I can say, almost 30%, I can say, approximately 30% is Python. They have copied these features from Java and Python, and they have built their own language. So first thing is about Dart is, let me tell you a brief history about Dart. Dart was introduced in 2011-12, but because of some issues, okay, what Google did is, Google stopped, okay, promoting Dart. They had some issues with Dart. They stopped working with Dart. Later, 2015-16, again they reintroduced the Dart after fixing the bugs, and from then onwards, Dart was very much famous once it was associated with Flutter. So this is the brief history about Dart. So this is backed by Google, and many features. I've been working with Google like Golang, Kotlin, Dart. What else, guys? What else? What else? What else? Okay, I'm not able to recall. Okay, these are the few languages what I have learned from, okay, Google. So we have something called Golang, we have something called Dart, we have something called Kotlin. These are the official languages for this thing from Google. So I see many concepts almost the same. Like the first concept is Java plus Python. They have copied most of the features from Java and Python. Yes, they have copied some features from C++ also, but most of the features what I have seen, they have copied from Java and Python. So first thing is, now Dart is used as a general purpose language, GPL. Okay, general purpose language. What do you mean general purpose? It is not only associated with Flutter. You can use that language to build the web application, desktop application, mobile application. You guys can use that. That is the meaning, general purpose language. It is not only associated to work only with Flutter. No, you can use it for other things also. That language. Second thing is, okay, it is developed by Google. Okay, again, Flutter is developed by Google. Even that language is developed by Google. Okay, and it is an OOPS language, object oriented programming system. I'll just give a brief idea once I come to the OOPS language. How does it differ from these things? Okay, so now, okay, what else with Dart, guys? What else with Dart? There are a few more advantages with Dart with respect to the syntax. I'll explain to you once I start coding with that. Right now, I'm not going to explain to you. So what we have is, we have, okay, it is a general purpose language which is developed by Google and which follows the OOPS paradigm. So these are the main things about Dart. So now the question is, now I want to learn this Dart, right? I want to learn this Dart. So my question is, do I need to be an expert to learn Dart? Do I have to learn at the expert level? Do I need to be an expert in Dart? No. The answer is no. Just the basics of Dart is enough. Okay, basics of Dart is enough for Flutter development. Guys, give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute break, guys. Yeah, guys, I don't want anyone to write any questions right now. I'll give you time, then you guys can shoot the questions, guys. So now I have stopped with basics of that is enough to, okay. No, basics of that is enough for Flutter development. For Flutter development, if you know the basics, okay, that should be more than enough. Okay, yes, you should know a little bit of basics. Why should I know basics? Because you will struggle while I do the coding in Flutter. So little bit we do more coding in Flutter. That is the reason you should be a little bit good in that language, at least the basics. This is what is the requirement. So now to develop this, to learn Flutter, what is the requirement is I am going to give you, I am going to help you. Okay, I'm not going to help you. I'll show you the installation. Very simple installation. Okay, only the problem is, okay, installation you guys have to do it by yourself, because if I want to help the installation, it will take okay, hours together. Not hours together, it will take days together. Okay, still even that also we would not be able to complete all installations. So I'll give you a very simple installations. You guys can install that. Okay, if there is any problem, I can't help you guys. There's a problem. Okay, if there are few students, I can help it, but we have more than 900 students. It's very difficult for help. You guys have to help yourself. Okay, in installations, but it's very simple, guys. Things have been very simple. I have been using this Android this thing, so I'll come to that point. So what do we need for Flutter development? So first thing is we need Flutter SDK. SDK stands for Software Development Kit. Okay, which is nothing but the soul for your app development. If you want to develop any app on Flutter, you should have a Flutter SDK. It's like a soul, okay, without which you can't develop any application on Flutter. Next, we need an IDE. We can do it in Notepad, we can do it in VS Code, we can do it, there are n number of IDEs. And what is IDE stands for? Integrated Development Environment, which is responsible for developing your application. So you can use any IDE, guys. There are n number of IDEs in the market. You can use any IDE, but the problem is you should have proper support for that. So here, most of the time, what I'm going to use it, I'm going to use Android Studio. Okay. Also, you guys have IntelliJ. You guys have some other IDs also. There are a number of IDs in the market. You guys can use it, but I'm going to use Android Studio. Why Android Studio? It is an official IDE from Google again. So this is an official IDE. You guys want to use IntelliJ? You guys can use IntelliJ. You want to use any other code? Okay, you should have proper plugin for that. But here, Android Studio makes my life very simple. How? Okay, I'll tell you that later. But how is my life making simple with IDE? It will give me a lot of tools. It will automatically complete the code. It will give me the syntax error. It is easy for me to run the code, debug the code. Okay, write the coding. All these facilities I get through this IDE. That is the reason I'm going to use IDE. Okay, and I'm going to use Android Studio. Okay, that is an IDE, official IDE, and you guys can use IntelliJ. This is also a very good IDE. Okay, we use alternate for Android Studio. So, and last thing is, when we use Android Studio, we need some plugins. Okay, we use Flutter plugins. What is this Flutter plugins, guys? What is this Flutter plugins? Flutter plugins is nothing but it is a bridge between your Android Studio and SDK. So if any library, what does SDK contain? SDK contains your libraries. Okay, your classes. What is library? A library is nothing but a collection of classes. Your libraries, your frameworks, okay, your tools, your skins. Everything is compresses of SDK. So your IDE should know where is your SDK and how do you get the data from SDK? How do you link? So this Flutter plugins is like a bridge between your IDE and SDK. So we are going to use some Flutter plugins in there, okay, and we'll try to do it with this. So these are the three basic necessities what we need to start working with Flutter. So what I suggest is, first thing is I'll show you how do we download this one. Okay. So just go to Google, okay, and type and download Android Studio. Okay, so you will get the first link here. You guys can do it because again it will take 800 MB. You guys can do it after the class. So I'm not going to do anything here. So you go here, you go to your Android Studio. You have for Windows, download. This is the Giraffe version. No problem with that. Don't worry about IDE. Download. Okay. Once you download, you start installing it. You need even downloading, you need internet. While installing also, you need internet. There are other components and the frameworks and other platforms that will get downloaded. So you have to download this Android Studio. So we are going to work on Android Studio. So for now, for today and tomorrow, I'll give you time for that. You can download it. Okay, you have 2 days of time. Okay, you can download this Android Studio and you can install this Android Studio. You get an emulator. What is emulator? I'll speak that everything about that. So now what is that I'll do is I'm going to open the Android Studio here. At the same time, okay, what is that? I'll show you guys. So okay, I'm not going to show you right now. I'm not going to. Okay, let me open it Android Studio. Okay, because if you download, then only it makes sense. But yeah, anyways, you guys might have this recording, right? You guys can go through this recording. You download Android Studio, start Android Studio. So this is my old one. This is a little bit older. I have Dolphin version. Now we have Giraffe. Okay. So this will take a long time to start, guys. The exception is you guys might have some Mac systems. It is much easier, much faster. So let it open. It takes a long time to open. So this is how you guys can do it. This is your Android Studio. You guys, I'm giving you 2 days of time today and tomorrow. From Wednesday onwards, I would be expecting you guys to work on Android Studio only. Then what should we do for the next 2 days? For today and tomorrow, how do we do the coding? I'll give you the option for that. Don't worry about that. Okay. So okay, no worries. So what will I do is, what is that I'm going to do is, I'm going to come here. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys. Okay, I'll show you the installations only on by Tuesday. Okay. Okay, what you guys can do is, if you guys have downloaded the Android Studio, okay, how do you do installations? I'll do it. If anyone has any problems, I'll repeat it again on Wednesday. So what is that you have to do is now go to help. Okay, guys, you guys, no one should get confused, guys. That is a big thing I wanted. Okay. Okay. So first thing is, okay, first you download this Android Studio, install the Android Studio. After installation of Android Studio, you keep this Android Studio here. Next thing is go and download. Okay. One more thing is download Flutter SDK. Very simple. Okay, here you open the Flutter, go to the official site, open the Flutter SDK. Okay, and here where is the download Flutter? 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, I'll go to Windows install directly here itself. Okay, so here you have the requirements for the Flutter SDK. Okay, download this zip file. Download this zip file. Okay, let me copy paste this link for you here. I'll share this notes with you. For Flutter SDK, download it from here, guys. Just click this. It will download the Flutter. Unzip it. Okay, once you unzip it, you can place on any drive, C drive or D drive. I've placed it on the D drive here. Where is my? This is my Flutter. So this is my Flutter. This is after unzipping it, I'll get this files. I have kept it in my D drive here, Flutter. No problem that. Third thing is, what is that I said I need SDK, which I have downloaded now. I have Android Studio, which I have already installed it. Now I need to add the Flutter plugins. So what will happen is, okay, I'll come here, file. I'll go to settings. I'll go to plugins and I type here Flutter. Already I have installed it. So it's already installed. If it's not installed, you get this option install here. Just click on that. This Flutter plugins will install. After you install, you may need to restart this Android Studio. We are done. That's it. Okay, it's so simple. Now, once you're done with this, now if you have opened the Flutter, now you come here, create a new Flutter project. So once you create a Flutter project, or you may get this screen here, you may select Android, or okay, here you have to select Flutter. Select Flutter, and here I'll say, okay, okay, where do I want to have the Flutter project? I keep in this, okay, Flutter itself. And what is that I'll do? Sorry, here I have to give him Flutter SDK path. Where is my Flutter? I have to come here, I have to open the D drive. This is my Flutter, open the Flutter, copy this path, and you paste it here. That's it. This is the path of your SDK. So what is the plugin? What I'm adding is, the plugin is nothing but I'm giving a bridge between Android SDK, Flutter SDK and Android Studio. So this is a bridge which is acting between your Android Studio and the Flutter SDK. So I'm giving in the Flutter path and I'm attaching Android Studio to that. So I'll say next year. After that, I'll do it again, guys. Don't worry. This is not the final thing. I'll do it again here. I'll say SDP student development project. Okay, I'll say underscore project one. Keep it in small letters only here. It doesn't accept capital letters. I'll say SDP project one and I'll say finish. So it will create a project. Let it create a project. It will take some time to create a project. So after that, I am going to start working here. But for now, you guys want to learn Dart language. We don't require this thing, guys. We don't require this thing here. So let it open. It takes some time to open. So here it is getting built, it is getting updated, downloaded in some file, all those things it will do. Let it do. Okay, let it go through this. It will take time, a minute or two. For you guys to start right now for Dart programming, we don't need this Android Studio. We don't need Flutter SDK, all those things. The big advantage of this one more big advantage with this is, here to do the Dart programming, I need Dart SDK. So do I need to download separately Dart SDK? No. With this Flutter SDK itself, I'll get the Dart SDK. That is the big advantage with using this. So I don't need to worry. I can do my Dart programming as well as my Flutter programming in this IDE itself. So I don't need to download separately this Dart SDK. Now, after doing this, now the problem is it will take time, guys. It will take a huge amount of time. It will take half an hour to 1 hour to do the setup. Okay, you have to download and then you have to start this Android Studio. Again, it will download something. It will download almost like 1.7 to 1.8 GB. You have to download all the stuff. So it will take time. No problem with that. You can take your time and do it. So now, what is that I'll do is, okay, if for next 2 days, what we'll do is we use something called go to Google, and here I'll say online Dart compiler. So I'll open this Dart pad. Okay, so I'm going, okay, here you guys can you can increase the size for all those things, and you can run here. You see your hello world here, hello 1 2 3 something is there. Okay, this is your program. This is how we'll start the program here. You guys can use the Dart pad to develop your program. I'm going to use this notepad itself. Where is my Android Studio? Sorry, I'm going to use the Android Studio here. You don't need to worry. I'm going to explain to you again here. Just I'll come to library, open the project. I'll just create a new file. Okay, I'll create a Dart file here, and I'll give the name of the file as what is that? I'll give the name of the file as. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll give this as first. Just I'll give first. So it will create me a Dart file here. So I'll just copy paste. You guys you don't want to copy paste also, it's fine. But here with this package, I have to do it. I close this one out. So here my program starts. Where is my initial starting of my program? See it here. What is this? Here it starts with main. So I'll start with same thing here also. I'll tell you there are a lot of things I have to tell you that. I'll say void main and open the bracket. And here I'll say open the bracket here. And here I'll say print. It should automatically, this is the advantage of using this thing. I'll say hello world. And here I'll end this with a semicolon. This is compulsory. You have to end every statement with a semicolon. Here I'm going to run this here. Okay, run the first Dart. Okay, basically, if I'm going to use Android Studio, I have to, okay, you don't need to worry about this right now. I'm going to show you how do we create this thing here. I'll open something called AVD. This is nothing but Okay, let it run, guys. Let it run. So I'll tell you what is this AVD, Android Virtual Device, or nothing but emulator which mimics your phone. So you have to open this for, I mean, especially when you work on Android Studio. If you want to run any program, you have to open this Android Studio. But here I am running it on the console. There are two ways to see the output. Either I can see it on the screen or I can see it on the console. Right now it is asking me to open the Android Studio. No worries about that. You keep it. Okay, you guys are going to work on this part itself. So what is that I'll do is, you want me to work here also, I can work here, no problem with that. What did I do it? I call void main, open the bracket. Okay, here I'll say hello world. I'll say print hello world. What is the problem here? You guys have to type it everything manually. There is no autocomplete feature. Okay, and after this, you run this one, you see your hello world program. Okay, this is the program. The same thing I'm going to run it here on Android Studio. Now it runs here. Okay, you will see your this thing here. It will take some time, guys, for me. So this is how we start working on the hello world program. This is the starting point of your program. This is the entry point or starting point of your program, guys. Okay, let it run. So it takes a long time to run. So here I have something I can start one by one. So we'll start with something called variables. What are variables? I'll tell you that. Same thing, variables are there in any language. Okay, what do you mean any language? You take C Sharp, Java, C++, C, you take Golang, you take Kotlin, Swift, any language, JavaScript, any language you take, you have these variables. So what is a variable? A variable is nothing but name itself suggests a variable is something which where the value keeps on changing, varies. Variable, okay, in the program the value changes. That change is called as a variable. So basically, in other terms, a variable is nothing but. So here I'll give you a variable, very simple variable. I'll give me 1 second. Okay, it takes some time because first time it takes a long time to start, but later on it will be very fast. So I'll tell you a lot of things about variable. You guys have to remember this one by one. Okay. Okay, here I think still working, guys. You have to give me 1 minute, one more minute. So basically, what is a variable? A variable is nothing but something you're trying to store in the memory. So, like for example, I'll say you, why do we need it? So I'll open the paint here. So here the problem is, I'll show you a memory. Okay, for example, this is a small memory. What is memory? Is nothing but a storage. So here you guys have millions of storage units. This is I call this as pockets. Okay, whatever you guys want to call it. You guys want to call pockets, you want to call units, whatever you guys want to call it here. So what is that happens here is, I want to store some data, some value. So I want to store in this memory location. So what is that I'm going to store? I'm going to store something called my name. I'm very happy with my name. I'll say Ansari. This is name here. So this is a memory location, and each memory will have some address, 1 2 3 6 7 something address here. This also will have, okay, 1 2 3 6 5 5. Okay, the address will keep on going, guys. So basically what happens is, whenever I want to store some information, I have to store this in a memory. Okay, but the problem is, when I store in the memory, if I want to call this information, if I want to call this data, information, we call that as a data. If I want to call that data, what should I do is, I should call this memory location. 1 is fine, 2 is fine. What happens if I have 100? What happens if I have 1000? It becomes extremely difficult for me to remember the number. Instead of that, can I remember a word? Like for example, what is this Ansari? It's my name. So I'm going to have a variable. So, okay, so my name, okay, this is a variable. Okay, and this is the literal. So this is the name of the variable, or this is the name of the memory location. So same thing I'm going to do through the programming guys here. So what is that I'll do is I'll tell Vue, okay. Now other thing is we have something called string, or we have integer. String means a word, a set of characters. Okay, integer means numbers. So either it can be a string, like for example, I'll have this age. I'll give this as 33 age. So here I have something called word, which is nothing but a string. So what is a string? String is nothing but a word or set of characters. What is integer? Integer is nothing but a number. So if I don't need to remember this location address, I can call this location by this age. This is a variable. Okay, what is a variable? It's nothing but a storage unit. And this my name is called as a identifier. Okay, let me take it in red color, guys. Okay, let me take it in red color. This is an identifier. What is an identifier? Which identifies the memory location. How do I write the identifier? I can give a name for that. My name, my age, anything. This is an identifier. And what is this? This is called as a string literal. Because I'm storing a string, so that is the reason I'm calling this as a string literal. And what is this? This is called as a memory location. So same thing I want to define in my code here. So what is that I'll do is here is I'll say dude string, okay, what is that? My name equal to Ansari. Okay, I have to tell him what type of variable, what type of data I'm storing here in this identifier. This identifier is going to store a string. And what is the value I'm giving here? Same thing I'm going to do is int, okay, age, which is equal to 33. Same thing, whatever I have defined here, I am defining it here. Same thing, what I'm doing it here, I'm doing it here, guys. Any okay? So now next thing is I want to print this off. How do I print? I'll take print. This is what you guys need to learn. I'll say my name is, I can use plus, this is what is called concatenation, Ansari. Again, I have to use plus. Again, I have to open the bracket. Again, I have to say, okay, sorry guys, I have to use my name here, right? Again, I have to do the concatenation and I have to give my age is, again, I have to use plus. Again, I have to use age here. This is how I have to do it. It become a little bit difficult. Keep on adding this age. Why is it giving error? Why is it giving error, guys? Ah, hell, man. I think this is the problem with the concatenation. I don't use this, guys. Okay. What actually I want to show you here is I want to show you that. Okay. See, this is very difficult for me to keep on adding. See, I'm getting error. I'm getting issues here. So why can't I do something called string interpolation? There is something called, this is, we write double quotes, okay, sorry, double slashes for comments here. So there is something called string interpolation. What is string interpolation? Why should I write plus 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 all those things? I get errors because this string is doing the concatenation with a numeric value. It's giving a problem. Why should I bother about it? Why can't I write like this? Print. Okay, I'll say open the bracket. I'll say my name is $name. Okay, no, the problem is same thing. I'll use name here. Why is it not giving here? Okay, why is it not giving here, guys? There is a problem here. My name, my name it is. Okay, and my age is $age. So I can use this way instead of using this way. This is what is called as a string interpolation. Okay, now what is that I'll do is let me run this now. we're taking from a system is I don't know why is it taking too much of time to sync files to device ever. So from how to we start there. So you guys can see here. Move this up. Okay, guys. Here the problem is, I'll tell you because I have been working on almost like 10 technologies at the same time. Last week I have covered with what is that? Last week I did with Python. Before that I worked with Flutter. Okay, before that I have worked with PySpark. Okay, before that I have worked with Kotlin, Android. So this is how I keep on working on different technologies. So sometimes I get little confused. See, dollar name, I can write the same thing in Kotlin also. Okay, for to do it in Python, we use F and we can write it in bracket. Same thing. So all the languages support this string interpolation. So sometimes I get little confused for here and there. Okay, you have to bear with me. So this is how I can write my name is dollar name, where is Ansari, and my age is dollar age, and this is what is called string interpolation, and you can see the result here. This is how we define the variables, guys. You want to define explicitly you want to define that this is a string and you can define it. But I have one more option to do it, like how do we do it in JavaScript? How do we do it in other languages also? Here I can define like this also, where okay, I'll say city equal to Bangalore. Here, I don't need to tell the system that, dude, I'm storing a string here. The system is smart enough that he will understand that, oh, Bangalore is nothing but a string, it is a set of characters. So I have to give him a space of string. I'll come to data types a bit later. So this guy is a smart guy. So you want to declare explicitly, you want to declare, okay, this is what is called as static declaration. Static declaration. And this is called as dynamic declaration. What is the advantage? I'll tell you advantage. You want to declare like this explicitly, you want to tell the system, okay guys, one more very important thing before we come to the programming. Very important thing is nothing but what is programming is nothing but you are trying to get the instruction to the system. That's it. If you remember this line, what I said, you are talking to the system. Okay, if you want to talk to the system, you have to follow his language. If you want to talk to the system, you want to follow his grammar. Okay, then only you can talk to the system. So whatever you guys are writing, okay, from the first line till the last line, whatever you guys are writing, you are talking to the system. That's it, guys. That's the one thing you need to remember. If you remember that, trust me, your programming will be very easy. So basically, you're talking to a friend, a system. So how do I talk? I can write. I can talk like this also. I can tell that, dude, okay, you store Ansari, which is of type string. So give him some more space. But here, how much space I have to give him? You're giving, like for example, string will take 8 bytes. Okay, here, okay, the system will understand that, oh, this is a string, so I have to give him, so I have to give you 8 bytes for this. So the system will do it, and the system will dynamically allocate the memory. Here you have to explicitly tell the system. Here the system will understand based on the language. This is the advantage of using the variables in two different formats. So whatever you use, it's perfectly fine. So where is the difference it makes? I'll tell you a bit differences. Okay, I'll tell you a bit differences so that you guys don't get confused. Okay, so one more thing what you guys need to understand here is when you come to the differences here, one more thing you guys understand here is I'll say one more thing here. Say string, I'll say which is country, okay, is equal to India. Okay, no problem, perfectly fine. What happens if I don't give any value? So it is an empty value. What happens if I don't want to give empty value? I want to make it null. Okay. So null, again, null means no value. So I cannot assign null to my country, a string. It is not possible. So basically, I'll come in detail with this null. So what the system will do is, system will not allow you to assign the null value because what does it say? It says that, dude, a value of type null can't be assigned to a variable of type string. No, you cannot assign null value to a string. For a string, you can give empty or you have to give some name. You can't give null. But there is a requirement. For you, there is a requirement that I have to give a null value. I don't have option. Okay, why? I'll tell you about this null. It's a very, very nice feature. I'll tell you about this. So what is that I'll do is, dude, I'll tell the system, please accept null values also, because by default your integer or string or any other data type will not accept null. Okay, but if you use this question mark, this is called null safety. You give this question mark, then you tell the system, dude, yes, now you can accept null. Ansari, what is the advantage? What is the problem with this? It has very good advantages with this. This is the feature which they have built with your Kotlin. This feature has been with Dart. So what is this feature will do is, it will tell, okay, you will see this power only when you start working with the big program. So most of the time when you work with the big application or big program, what happens is you guys will get null pointer exception error very frequently, guys. To avoid this error up to a larger extent, we use this null safety operator. Here also we use the question mark here. And this is how we use it. But if I use something called var id equal to null, I can do it for this variable. Okay, if I do it dynamic allocation, I don't need to use the question mark. But if I use the static allocation, I have to use the question mark. This is something you guys have to keep in mind. This is about your variables, guys. Am I clear with this? Okay, so what is that I'll do is, this is what I'll do it. I'll copy this program and I'll paste it here. Sorry, where is my pasting here? Okay, this is how I start with the hello world program, where we start with the variables. In the next class, we'll go with different data types. What is a data type? What is the use of data type? How does it works in background? All those things. Then we'll go with all those other things, like we have comments, keywords. Then we have loops. Okay, different loops. How is it different from other languages? All those things will go through that. Okay. Then after that, we'll go with classes and objects. This is how we'll do it. We'll try to finish Dart within 3-4 classes, guys, not more than that. Okay, Dart, I said we don't need to be an expert with Dart. We can start with the basics with Dart. And what is that called? Yeah, basic level should be enough to start working with Flutter. So what is that I'll do is, now I'm going to close my session now, and I'm going to open the questionnaires. So you guys can start. Okay, guys, this kind of a question, yeah, you need to have 8 GB to just work. Okay, recommended is 16 GB from my side. Now I'll take one by one question. Okay, yeah, guys, go ahead with the questions. If you have any questions, anything like that, I'll try to share this file. Please give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll share the code to GitHub also. I'll say okay, I don't know how to share it, but I'll share it. Okay, maybe tomorrow you guys will get it. Okay, yeah, guys, start shooting the questions here. We can do in that dev online, sir. Yes, guys, hold on. Okay, just hold on. Let me answer one by one. Okay. Yes, we can do coding on that part. Yes, we can do it. So data type or something else. Okay, where is nothing but it is not. I'm explicitly defining the data type here, saying that dude, you're trying to give him space to allocate a string. But if you give where, okay, you guys can give a string, a null, boolean, or a number, anything you guys can give it. Based on the value what you give it here, based on the literal what you give it here, it will store the memory. Okay, so now null means it is null value. You can give him 333. Now it is a numeric value. You can give him, okay, ABC. It is a what is that called? It is a string value. So you guys can give anything, no problem with that. Okay, VS Code then and studio. Yes. Okay, Hija, you can use VS Code. Again, the problem is it will be extremely difficult. You guys, okay, what? Okay, what is difficult? I'm sorry. You should ask me what is difficult. I'm sorry. I can use VS Code. Yes, you can use VS Code. It works very good. But the problem is to set up the VS Code with Flutter, it takes a huge tough time. You need to download Android Studio. You need to create an emulator. You need to set up the emulator. You need a plugin from VS Code to the emulator. All those setup will be a tough job. Okay, if you want to go with VS Code, I don't have any problem. Android Studio, yes, Android Studio will take a lot of memory. You guys can directly connect to your device. I'll tell you that later, guys. So why we should not use to why should is necessary to start. Okay, yeah, guys. So if okay, they've done the problem is if you are from the Java background, you like to do it like this. If you guys are from Python background, you may like to do it like this. So or you guys are from JavaScript or some other background, you may like to do like this. So there is no hard and fast rule you can do it, but it has its own advantage. You have already seen the advantage. If you explicitly define that, if you give the null value for that, you have to give a question mark. But if you give it like this, you don't need to worry about the null safety. Sir, can you provide a complete roadmap? Okay, roadmap right now, we are going to start with that. So I said 3 sessions or 4 sessions will go with that based on this thing. After that, we'll start with Flutter. We'll start with Flutter UI widgets. Then we'll start with Flutter stateless widget. Then we'll go with forms, okay, Flutter forms. And then we'll go with what else, guys? What else we have? Then we'll go with your, what is that called? I'll open the map for you. Okay, I think I have closed it. I'll open this map. I'll go through all the I'll go through all the features of Flutter. Okay, then we'll do Flutter maps, Google Maps. What else we'll do in Flutter, guys? Okay, Firebase authentication, building an APK file or IPA file. If you have Xcode, if you guys are working on Mac machine, okay, I'll show you how to build an IPA file. I don't have that Mac machine. Okay, what else? So I'll go through the roadmap here, guys. I'll just open the roadmap in the next class. Remind me, I'll go through that roadmap. Okay, Dart is a language. Yes, it is an object-oriented language. So how to remember all the concepts? Are you going to share notes? So yes, I'm going to share notes. I'm going to give you some topics. I'm going to give you some websites. You have to go through that. Okay. Don't be dependent on notes, guys. I'll give you notes. I'll give you one official notes from Android ATC. Android, what is that? Technical consultant. There is a notes. You guys can write a certificate for that, and you guys can get certified for that. That notes I'm going to share with you. Okay, is it same like C++ program? Yes, that is almost like C++. Is there any online compiler for Android? No, there is no online compiler for Android. Should we need to do coding in Android Studio or any other? I would prefer working on Android Studio, guys. Sir, we are students. We want steps of installations. I have the recording of installations. Okay, I'll share you some installations. Okay, yeah, if anyone is trying, if anyone wants to share his screen and do the installations, can do it. But you guys can do it. Okay, it's not a big thing, guys. Okay, Flutter SDK must be updated for newer version. No, you download the latest version. You guys will get it the latest version. Nothing to worry about the version of the Flutter. So we are going to work on the latest version only. Okay. Sir, could the installation be done on mobile phone and could be accessed easily on mobile? Yeah, I'll tell you guys. Right now, installations Android Studio, nothing can get installed on Android. I mean, nothing can get installed on our Android phone, but you can okay run your application on the Android phone. Can we use Jupyter? No, I don't think so. You can use Jupyter only. Okay, how much storage required for installation? Yes, very good question. What is the requirement for installation? I said 8 GB of RAM is required. Like 50 GB of hard disk is enough. Okay, At least 8 GB of RAM, minimum 8 GB, but I would recommend you have 16 GB of RAM, because okay, your Android Studio will take huge amount of memory, and when you start your emulator, again it will take huge memory. Sir, can you give me some? Can you give some projects so that we can get familiar with concept? What do you mean by some project, guys? I'm not able to understand what is some project. Sir, could you be able to store and access the Flutter SDK in any drive? Yes, you can do it in any drive. You can do it here. Can we do things on mobile, sir? Mobile, it's just okay used to run the application. Development, you have to do it on the laptop only. Sir, how do you remember all these concepts? No. Okay, this is also a very good okay, very good question, guys. Okay, this is a very good question. This is the question even I have when I started working with this thing. Dude, how should I remember? So many concepts are there. Don't remember. Okay, don't remember anything. Okay, don't try to remember anything. I'll say that. Don't try to remember anything, guys. You keep on working, you keep on getting. Okay, that is how you learn. No, I want to remember this. You will remember only for the small period. So one thing I want to suggest, okay, learn one language, only one language, and be good in that. You can learn any other language. Okay, the concept will be changed. So how do you remember the concept? It's a very good question for everyone. This is a common question. So I know you guys are from, you guys are students. You guys might have just come from the college. Okay, and you have that kind of mentality. Okay, I have to remember here you are not going to write in any exam. You are going to get into the industry. So how many things you'll remember? No. There are some important things you have to remember. Remember only those. Other things we have to keep on learning. Okay, you guys have seen that. Okay, print statement. I had some issues with print statement. Okay, I can't remember everything. I know how does it work in Python. How does it work in? See, I've been working with Python. Recently, I've been working with Python. In this, I have a print statement. I'll show you my print statement here. How does it work? I have to write F format and do it. There are different ways of writing it. So I don't need to remember. If I try to remember everything, okay, I'll lose on many things. So I learn as I go. So that is what I want you to learn. Don't learn everything today itself. Today itself, I don't want to become a Flutter developer. No, start with small steps and start learning. Okay, you will automatically remember the concept. Don't by heart. It's not a formula. Okay, it's not a formula. You have to remember. No, everything is there on Google. You just need to learn how to search, get the data, and do it. Why there use a string? I don't understand this. Can you please share me attendance link? Dude, Sampath, okay, you can ask this question later, guys. Future opportunities of app development considering impact of AI or skill level you need to get into the industry. Don't worry about the future. Shivam, don't worry about the future. Okay, what should I learn? What should I do? Okay, okay, I'll tell you guys. I said I have trained have trained more than 50 companies. Okay, I have trained more than 5,000 students. Have trained almost like more than 2,000 students to have trained in just LNT. So one thing what I have understood is, okay, don't think a lot about the future. There is AI is coming in the market, this is coming, that is going. You be good with your own fundamentals. Slowly, you will automatically get into the picture. Okay, is it necessary to have some sort of coding experience for learning that? And okay. See, if you have some experience, some okay Java language, it is an advantage. So you can understand very easily what is a string, what is an integer, what is a data type, what is a variable. If you don't have knowledge, you have to work a little bit more harder. That's it. Does it need to have a high system specs like RAM, graphic card? No, graphic card is not required. RAM is required. High RAM is required. Sir, your voice is sometimes low. Yes, I'm using a mic, so sometimes it goes a little bit away. So, sir, now I'm learning JavaScript as a front-end developer. So what can I do? So if you're working as a JavaScript developer, okay, if you want to get into JavaScript, again, that's a very big field. So you have already explained you the advantages with Flutter and JavaScript. JavaScript also has a very good this thing framework called React Native, using which you guys can build hybrid application and native applications. During installation of Android Studio, after finish, it asks me two things. I configure or installation, config or installation directory. Do not import settings. Yes, do not import any settings, guys. After go for installations. Okay, don't okay. what is import settings? If you have any settings from old Android Studio, it will import it. Right now, I don't have anything, just leave it. Sir, those students new to Python and Java, what they do? They have to work more harder. They have to go with the basics and they have to work more harder. Like the experienced guys who have some experience, they spend 1 hour. You guys have to spend 2 hours. As simple as that. We will use Python instead of Android Studio. No. Prithviraj, can you give me any assignment? Can you give any assignment in Flutter? I'll give you n number of assignments, guys. Okay, I'll give you a lot of assignments. How long it will take to set up Android Studio? Approximately 2 hours. No. How to create a new file that can you please show it again? How to create? Don't worry about the new file. I'm going to show it to you again on Wednesday or Thursday. Again, I'm going to do it. No worries about this. Flutter SDK zip file. I don't. Okay, I have to download, but exe file is not seen here. See, you don't need to install Flutter SDK. You just need to download and unzip Flutter SDK and keep it. You have to give him the path while creating the project. I'll show you once again. Sir, where will you upload notes and other important things? Okay, I'll share the notes with the concerned person. They'll do the needful, guys. Okay, affect the OS. No, it will not affect the OS of the phone. Physical device, it will. I would recommend using physical device. Can I use ID software which is using for Python coding? No. Installation video, you can ask, they'll share it, guys. So can you explain what is string interpolation again? String interpolation is nothing but I can add the variables. If I don't add the string here, what will happen here is, okay, you have seen this. I have to do the concatenation. I have to use concatenation. I have to use plus. So that is a problem if I don't use string concatenation. But I can use directly. I can use in double quotes. I can use the variable directly here itself. If I don't do this, I have to use something called string concatenation, where I have to do the concatenation of two string as well as the variable. It will be a problem. So it makes my life easy if I use string interpolation. Okay, guys, don't type it so many times. Kiran, you have to have patience. Okay. I don't know because I lost it. So can you give me summary of stuff to understood tomorrow? Yes, I can give it to you, Devgan. Shiva, can we develop any app through Java language? Yes, Java is very, very versatile. You can develop any app through the Java language. No PyCharm. After completing source, I can develop a web application or apps. So both options you guys will have it. You want to develop web application with minor changes, you can make a web application, same code with minor changes, you can make it a mobile application. Yes. Sir, I don't have any knowledge about a coding language. What should I do? So Rohit, you have to start from the scratch. So what is a variable? You have to do your homework. As I said, the guys who have experience, they'll take 1 hour. The guys who don't have experience, they should take 2 hours. As simple as that. Try to share code at 6 box chat, sir. Okay. Can we do a project on app Flutter? We are going to do a project, Prithviraj. We are going to do a project on Flutter. Okay, laptop is must required for the classes, and yes, laptop is required. Okay, Flutter. Okay, different components. Flutter, yes, Flutter and Flutter Flow is different. Flutter Flow is more of UI. Flutter is also UI, but it is especially for UI app build. I know iOS application development. Learning Flutter sure will help me to boost up my development skills. Thank you for the session. What the expected salary for the Flutter app developer? Rahul, again, I'll say the same thing. Don't worry about the salary, guys. I have seen people with the salary of 20 lakhs. I have seen people with the salary of 2.5 lakhs. Okay, don't worry about the salary. Worry about getting a break in the company. Okay, to get a break in the company, I have to improve myself. Don't worry about the results. You keep working hard, results will come to you. No, I want to see the results. No, that's a very wrong thing. I know that you guys are from colleges, and this is your mindset. Sir, how to upload apps on the internet? What do you mean by apps on the internet? Okay. How to survive in the industry? I'll give you tips, guys. Don't worry about this, Bhaskar. Okay, I'll tell you how do we survive the industry. Okay, I've been working with this industry, right? So first get into the industry. Surviving is second part, which is the basic plan to start coding. I've not able to understand this. Show me one Flutter project that you have done, sir. Okay, who is this Dell? Okay, right now I don't have time to show you all the projects. Dell. Sometimes I get okay, irritated with the question, guys. You have to have patience with me, sir. I have a goal of making MBA in, I don't know what is this company. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Okay, sir, I don't have laptop. If assignment is able to done in mobile phone, no, you need to have a laptop to do your assignment. Can I develop any web applications after completing? Yes, you can develop web application. You can develop mobile application using Flutter. Can you provide internship? Rahul, I'm not the concerned person to answer this. Finally, I need to install Android Studio Flutter SDK. Yes, you just need to install Android Studio. Don't worry about the Flutter SDK. Flutter SDK, you just don't need to do any installations. Download Flutter SDK, unzip and keep it. Okay, sir, when we create a Flutter project and run the app in Android, initially size the app is 120, so very large. Yes, dude, don't worry about the project size. Yeah, it will be large. There are a lot of what libraries and files will be there with this. Flutter download website is showing certain tools, Windows PowerShell or Git. Should I download these tools also? No, not required. Okay, PowerShell by default you will have it. Git will show it later. Okay, no worries. Sir, can we publish our apps to the market? Yes, we are going to publish our apps in the market. Yes, we are going to do that. Kindly provide your opinion on Flutter and Flutter Flow. See, Flutter Flow also we use for the UI design. Flutter is for the app development. Okay, you can use Flutter Flow also, which is very new in the market. We don't have much people in the market for this Flutter Flow. Yes, I'm going to share some notes, whatever I have, whatever I'm doing it online, whatever I'm doing it. So the reason is you guys don't have that much of time. So I'll keep it open. I'll share these notes. You guys can practice it. If you guys have any problems, I can't help you out with that, guys. That's a big problem. So please send today's your session notes and video. Okay, don't worry about these notes. Okay, someone will share with you. Sir, Java is a future modulation, and the great thing is we do once again, guys, we do anything to generate that new revolution. I'm not able to understand. So Java is a future modulation, and the great thing is we can do anything generate the new revolution. See, guys, okay. So okay, if you want, I can talk a very long time on this part. But what I'll do is I'll just try to make my answer very short. Okay. Yes, Java is there. Java is there almost like 25 years now. 1995, almost 28 years. Java is there. Okay, still it is there in the market. It will be there in the market for okay many more years. But now things are okay. Okay, we are a little bit tired, a little bit this thing. So now I'll tell you the mindset of the people, especially your generation. Your generation want to get things done faster rather than the logic and this thing. They're not interested. We want to see things, we want to see the results. That is the mindset of your generation. Our generation, okay, we learned things from the scratch. For your generation, things are not getting learned. Okay, things are, you guys have everything ready made. You use that, your job is done. You're not interested how it is done. Okay, what is the background? You're not interested. You use that component, your job is done, you're happy with that. So if that is the mindset, Java will not be very fruitful, because Java writing the code very hectic. It's a big code. Okay, now I'll stop question, guys. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, I'm going to stop questions now. Okay, so confused. I'll go with .NET. Okay, .NET, either Java. Which one is good for future? See, everyone has his own advantages and disadvantages. So this is a very generic question. Okay, Java is a open source. .NET is from Microsoft. So that is the only difference what I see. Great class, very informative. Okay, sir, volume is low. Voice can be clear and little loud. No problem, dude. There's a problem with the mic. I'll just try to fix it back. Will the participants certificate? I'll see. These are the questions what I'm not going to answer it. So these questions you can ask Rahul, other this thing. Amar. Okay, any technical questions you guys can ask me. So is it necessary to know Java language? No, it's not necessary. The size can be affected in an app. How to reduce the size? And we will see a lot of things, lot of ways to reduce the size of the app. Again, you see this Mohan. This is the problem, guys. Everywhere this is a problem. Will this certificate help me in job? Obviously, you'll show your certificate that I do have knowledge in Flutter, but they'll ask you questions on that. Okay, certificate obviously will have an advantage, but what knowledge you have will matter the most. Okay, guys, I'll stop the questions now. I'm a little tired answering so many questions you guys are putting. So, okay, now everything will be hands-on. Everything will be hands-on. Everything you guys will be doing. You guys will be doing coding. Okay, nothing will be okay. Everything will be practical, and you guys will see the results. And trust me, you will enjoy it. If you guys have worked with .NET, if you guys have worked with Java, if you guys have worked with any other language, trust me, you will not enjoy, especially with Flutter and Android React Native. You will enjoy a lot. Why? Because you will see the result then and there itself. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the this thing. Okay, inshallah, we'll meet up tomorrow and we'll continue from the same point. I'll try to go a little bit more slow. And if you guys have anything, I'll stop it. I'll give you 1 hour session break and I'll stop it and I'll take the questions, guys. Instead of taking it last, it will be difficult. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much for such a wonderful session. So, my dear participants, I already shared the attendance and feedback link in the chat box. Please make sure that you are marking your attendance because 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate. Okay, I'm just explaining once again because at the end of the program, you will ask for the same. Okay, and if you have any technical query or question, please let me know. I will take it up. Okay. Hey, sorry. Actually, I shared the different link NFTP in chat box. Let me delete that. I will share it once again. Wait. Oh, guys, meanwhile, you have any query or question, please let me know. Okay. I'm sharing the attendance link once again. Okay. Sir, do we have assessment in the end of this program? Yes, we will have assessment. Can you send login link? Which login? YouTube participants, any question? Please let me know. And if not, then thank you. Then we'll meet you on tomorrow. Okay. Sir, my course or branch is information science. Should I give a computer science certificate? It's up to you. You can mention it. No question, sir. Assessment be after completion. Yeah, maybe there will be 2 assessment, 50-50 marks. We'll update you accordingly within 2-3 days. Okay. Does the certifications require any payment? No, guys, this program is free of cost. Sir, volume is low. Voice can be a more clear and loud of another, sir. Okay, Aditya, I will share the same information with Ansari. Okay. There is one question. Can we leave now? Yes, if you don't have any query or question, you can leave now. Sir, we'll be getting internship. No. This program is just to upskill yourself to get to know more about the Flutter, iOS, and Android, all these things. Sir, location we put college location or yours. Arya, you can put your location, your native place. Sir, please explain about LMS, sir, again. Hey, I think it's not required. Guys, you required LMS explanation once again. How many of you think that we required that? Not required. Okay, thank you. So guys, those who are facing the difficulty to access the LMS, just drop an email to EDL team, edl@excelr.com, or else go through the today's YouTube or LMS things like YouTube video of first day. Location is of college or native? Surya native. Guys, you have to mention your place location, not required to mention the college location, okay? Surya, main or college name? Guys, not required to create any WhatsApp group or nothing. We are giving you the LMS access now. What is the requirement of that? You will get each and everything over the LMS. And there is no any WhatsApp group as well. Okay. Lavanya, timings means you're asking me for the session timings. Ha, sir. Hey, the session time is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Friday, the program will be there for 30 hours, 15 days. Sir, what is the meaning of LMS? LMS is nothing but learning management system, and it's ExcelR online learning platform to get the recordings, attendance, material, assignment, assessment for lifetime. Sir, is the class is recorded? Yes, all the classes are going to recorded and the recordings will be with you for lifetime. You can access that anytime. Sir, how we gonna get the certificate? Rohit, via email after completion of the program within 7 to 8 days, but 60% attendance is mandatory. So currently just focus on your attendance and the session. Don't worry about the certificate. Is the session only for one day? Hey, no, the session will be there for 15 more days. Like 14 more days. We are done with the one day only. Some explanation, sir. Sumana Chatterjee. Thank you. Sir, what's the course period? So course period is for 15 days, 30 hours, 2 hours per day, Monday to Friday. Okay. Manohar Kumar, clear? Let me check the comment over YouTube as well. New student, sir. My voice is low, is it? It's not possible. My network is good. I'm speaking loudly. Sir, send the attendance link. Yes, why not? I'm sharing that. What is your YouTube channel name, sir? ExcelR. You can search with the ExcelR, you will get that. Okay. Sir, I want to make changes in name. My first letter of name is in small letter. Where would you like to get that changes done, Aditya? In the attendance, in the LMS, in the registration, where? Sir, please send the attendance link. Crucially, I just shared that. I hope you received that. If not, definitely I will share it again. Sir, how to access my attendance and recorded classes? Other show, as I explained in the first, be like first half an hour, you can check the recordings. Definitely, you will get to know that how to access the recordings and all these things. Okay, guys, quick. Another questions. Chalo, we're getting late. Sir, is there is any program on Tally? No, sure, there is no any program. I'm not getting sir in the chat box. Okay, I'm sharing with you personally. Please check now. I hope you receive that. Guys, are you enjoying the session now? You're getting all these things. There is no any problem, right? If yes, give me a quick yes in the chat box and then we'll wind up the session. Okay, yeah. So, dear participants, try to log in on a time. Then we'll start the session sharp at 7 o'clock. Oh, that will be good for us and for you as well. Okay, then thank you so much, all of you, for making the first day successful. Without your participant, it's not possible. So, once again, thank you. Bye bye, good night, and take care. And we'll see you on tomorrow at same time.